What's up, everyone? It's Madison Brodsky at the Dolby Theater for PaleyFest on behalf of This Is Us. This is us quite literally starting to tear up because our favorite NBC show is coming to an end. So let's talk to all the cast members about how they're feeling as they're taking their final moments on set.
I'm losing my memory. Sometimes I think about what my very last memory will be before the candle goes out.
How are we feeling now that this is all wrapping up?
How you feeling, man?
Oh gosh, it's overwhelming at times. It's hard to believe at times. I think it's been part of my life, and these people have been part of my life in this capacity.
Yeah.
I would say you'll be part of my life forever.
Forever.
But in this capacity, and we'll work together again, I'm sure. But not on this show, not in this time, and so that's kind of hard to deal with, and it's sad because I love it so much. But it's also hard to wrap your brain around. I think, at least for me, until it actually happens. You know, 'cause we're still doing it. We're still in the middle of it. So
Sure.
Do you know what that last day is going to look like for you and your TV family?
Well, you know what's interesting, because we were talking about, hopefully our AD has scheduled it in such a way that most of us get a chance to wrap together. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, cause like there could be a way of like everybody being wrapped individually, but like everybody else not being present for it. Mm-hmm. I hope there's like a group scene.
Me too.
That finishes it off so that we can all say goodbye together. Mm-hmm. That's what the show is. Like, ultimately, like, there's leads and supporting, like we all do all of it. Sometimes people are out in front, and sometimes you're just playing the Mickey Ficky tambourine, Jack, and like, and happy to do it, right? Mm-hmm. Like, I just hope the last day is a day where we get a chance to say goodbye. That's all.
That'd be beautiful.
There's been so many incredible storylines that have been relatable and have touched people's hearts. Is there any that's affected you personally that like took you back and you're like, wow, that means something to me in my personal life?
I mean, I thankfully somehow don't have a connection to Alzheimer's or dementia, but the fact that our show, with the reach that it has, is able to have a conversation and for people to feel seen, not just, like caregivers and family members who have a family member who's in the midst of suffering from this insidious disease. I feel really heartened that we're able to have that conversation, and for people to feel like they're amongst community. That's really meant a lot to me.
It's meant a lot to my family too. Sorry, my grandma has dementia and Alzheimer's, so having her sit on the couch and watch you going through what she's going through, it's almost teaching her and showing her like, oh, I'm not alone in this. Like, this is what's happening to me.
That is, beyond anything you could ever ask for. Like, it feels so incredible to be a part of something that we all have so much immense joy from getting to do this work, but then hearing that people are potentially impacted in a way is like, it's beyond your wildest expectation. I'm so sorry that you are all going through that, but I'm really touched that you guys can share moments like that together.
Absolutely. That's the beauty of This Is Us.
Yeah, thank you.
How are you?
I am so jealous of your outfit. I didn't get the color memo.
We went bright. We went bright colors tonight, and I think everybody's looking good.
I think it's kind of a message, right? That you're uplifting our spirits because it's so sad that the show is coming to an end. Has it really hit you yet that this chapter's closing?
Not yet. Tonight is a party. On set right now, there's still a bit of a vibe of joy and fun and laughter, and everybody's kind of arriving in each moment as present as possible. It's not going to hit me until next September, when we would go back to work, and then we're not. And then if I want to see any of my castmates, I have to call them and make plans instead of just showing up to work.
Are they good about that, or are they the worst at that?
Oh no, we're all really good about it, but we all see each other all the time on set, so we don't really need to be making extra plans. But now we're going to have to do all that stuff.
Do you have any plans in place for that last day on set? Anything you want to take? Anything you want to bring to set? Anything you want to say?
I should start making plans. Do I need plans? I should start planning things to say. I should start planning. I'm not taking anything, because if I did, it would be Grand Theft Auto, but I've asked the production if I can purchase the Pearson's Wagoneer.
Okay.
The old family car.
Yeah.
Because it's in pretty great shape, and I would love to drive that around.
You're just going to drive that around LA?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. So there's been so many amazing storylines, and the one that's really touching home right now is your marriage with Kate. How is that ultimately, I know you can't tell us how it's ultimately going to unfold, but I know that the final episode is written. Are you happy with the way that your character's being wrapped up?
Yeah. Yes, I think that both of our characters are being handled with a great deal of honesty, which is painful at times and angry at times and loud at times. But the evolution, this is why our audience has stuck with us, because even when it is painful and even when it is hard to watch, our writers treat all of these characters with such great respect, and in turn treat our audience with such great respect that they come back and they return. And so everything's wrapping up just as it should.
You know, every episode that gets closer to the end that I read, I do feel it more, but we're still in it. You know, we're still in it. But I think we're about 5 weeks out from finishing, 3 episodes from completing. Yeah, I mean, it's fun. Sorry, I went through my schedule in my mind right now, and I'm like, wait, I'm working 2 days next week, 2 days the following week, and that wraps an episode. And then I only have 2 more. The countdown's happening. I'm feeling accomplished, but at the same time, like, I'm just letting it happen as it's happening.
I mean, it's nice to hear that Jack's going to be in all these episodes. How does Jack kind of fit into the equation when it comes to the ultimate end?
Oh man, you're asking me to give away the things that, you know, everybody wants to know about.
Well, duh, you can tell me. I won't tell anybody.
Got it. Jack's always there. He's always there. I mean, even in him, passing on, moving on, he's always there. He's there in his kids. He's there in his wife. He's there in his best friend. He's there. He's mentioned. He's remembered. He's very present in the decisions of his kids. So I'm sure, given that, Fogelman and the writers have a great way to keep Jack involved all the way to the very, 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 very end.
Seeing you and Mandy's relationship building on screen is so beautiful. What do you have to say to her now that this is kind of wrapping up?
I'm just grateful. She's been probably like one of the greatest scene partners that I've had. And I've worked with a lot of great actors as well, and not to diminish them or what we'd had, but there's something honest about the approach Mandy took to the work together, playing a very alive, very real married couple. And I love her very much for it, and I'm grateful for it.
There's also so many amazing, beautiful stories that have been told through This Is Us. Is there one that you, as a person, have been taken back by and reflected upon in your own life?
I mean, I think the Williams storyline, that one always kind of stuck with me, you know. Here's a man who had a very difficult life, who was pulled in by a man, his son, who he didn't even know, and he was trying to recapture, I think, some version of being a human being and being loved, and I thought that was really wonderful. I think that one stuck with me kind of a lot, but I see, you know, I've been vulnerable like Kate, I've been, you know, headstrong like Randall, I've been, you know, indecisive like Kevin. I've been all the Pearson kids, and I've been hurt like Rebecca. So I think, again, you know, just being in the presence of the show, being in the presence of these characters, and understanding that like we were alive for 6 years and around. I'm grateful.
What's that last day of set gonna look like?
Fucking sad.
Perfect quote for that.
No, seriously, like I think it will. It's gonna be fucking sad.
I can't even imagine. Thank you so much for your time today. Y'all, I really am getting emotional because this cast is so amazing. They've been with us for the past 6 years. They've been amazing to the press. They've been amazing to the fans. And it's just so sad to see it go, but so happy that they have a great episode in store for us. I'm Madison Brodsky, and you've just been buzzed.
If you fall, I will catch you. I will be waiting time after time.
Until a day is over, there's always a chance you'll remember it for something else. That's how we're gonna remember it.
Time after time.